What's up, guys? Dana White just recently on his Instagram Live dropped 5 big fight announcements on us. So, Leon Edwards isn't fighting JDM anymore. He's fighting Sean Brady at UFC London. Not mad at that at all. Here's where it really gets good. UFC 314. Main event is Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes because Ilia Topuria vacated his belt for some reason. Look, he said it's the weight. But people are saying he's not that big. He's kind of short. He's not the biggest featherweight they've ever seen. If it's not the weight, what is it? He just feels like he beat the legends. I wanted him to stay. But 155's fun too. Fuck it. We'll talk about that in a second. We got Volkanovski fighting Diego Lopes for the vacant featherweight belt. Topuria completely gave up the belt. He doesn't care about it no more. Still a good fight. That's a fight that's fucking fun. Some people probably don't like Volk getting a title shot after, his 2 knockout losses in a row. But this is a good fight. What can you do? If Topuria leaves, this is the fight you gotta make. Co-main event, it gets even better. The co-main event, I predicted it. I called it. I knew Paddy Pimblett needed an opponent. Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. The UFC got it right this time, guys. That is a fight. That's convincing on both sides. If you convinced me Paddy Pimblett's going to win, I'd be like, yeah, I see that. If you convinced me and talked me into saying Michael Chandler's going to win by some crazy knockout or something, I would say, yeah, I could see that. Those are the fights right there. Michael Chandler doesn't need to be fighting top 5 right now, and Paddy Pimblett needs a step up. What a fight. This is my favorite fight that he announced. On the same card, we got Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. Didn't see that coming. That's sweet. All on one card. One more announcement, though. UFC 315. Belal Muhammad's got a fight. JDM. Jack Della, Maddalena. They switched him out of the UFC London fight card to fight Belal Muhammad. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be Shavkat. Am I mad that it's not Shavkat? Not really. JDM's cool. He's not bad at all. This is UFC 315, a Canada card. And by the looks of it, this is a Canada card, all right. What does the Canada card get? Just Sean Strickland main events and, weak main cards? Something about the Canada card, man. Canada never gets good cards. At least recently, I haven't seen any. Gosh, I never look forward to a Canada card. I don't know what's up with this. But let's go back to UFC Miami 314. This is the best pay-per-view coming up right now. It's hard to top that. Volk versus Lopes, Chandler versus Pimblett, Yair Rodriguez versus Pitbull. Not to mention the prelims are fucking good. There's a lot of stuff going on in this card. Big announcements. If I had to rank all these fights that he announced, I also didn't mention one more. It's on UFC 315. It's the co-main event. We got Valentina Shevchenko fighting. She's from France. Manon Ferrot. If I had to rank all the fight announcements in order for my favorite, I have to go Mike Chandler, Paddy Pimblett. I have no idea what's bound to happen. That's fight of the night. Second up, I'm going Volk versus Lopes. Diego Lopes is doing good. I want to see Diego Lopes fight. Volk might have more skills, but this is Lopez's time. I know that fight's going to be ended in a knockout. I just got a feeling. Ooh, what do I want to see more? Yeah, I want to see Belal Muhammad versus JDM. Then I want to see Yair Rodriguez versus Pitbull, Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady, and finally, Valentina versus Ferrot. But those are good fights. But the question is, why didn't he announce the Ilia fight? What's up with that? Is Ilia fighting for the title or what? I mean, we all think he should probably fight someone to earn it. But is the UFC going to risk maybe making Ilia versus Poirier? We remember what happens when Poirier fights contenders, right? Look, I would pick Ilia in that fight, but that's still a scary, risky fight for Topuria. Can't deny that. I wouldn't be mad at Topuria versus Poirier. That'd be awesome. Topuria versus Arman Sarukian. I like that. Topuria versus Islam? Shit. Look, Islam's probably fed up with fighting featherweights. I mean, what? Does the guy have 4 title defenses? If he fights Topuria and beats him, 3 out of his 5 title defenses would be against featherweights. Think about that. Not saying I don't want to see the fight, but if Islam Makhachev fights Topuria and wins, 3 out of his 5 title defenses are against featherweights. Technically, he hasn't fought the number 1 contender yet. It's not his fault, but it's just facts. Look, honestly, the super fight I want to see Makhachev in is at 170 first. I don't need to see him fight another featherweight. I'd be pumped for the fight, but if I had it my way, I'm making Poirier go out on his last fight against Topuria. Then I have Islam versus Arman again. Fuck, man. I don't know. Let's see Topuria fight someone first before he fights Islam. I wouldn't mind him against Poirier. I wouldn't mind him against Arman. Those are fun fights. Islam, look, he wants to move up to 170. But give him another featherweight, I guess. Even though he's a beast, give him another featherweight. So yeah, the lightweight division, 155's up for grabs. It's almost like a mini tournament's going on. You got Hooker versus Gaethje coming up. We got Paddy Pimblett versus Chandler. And we got Ilia Topuria moving up to 155. And Poirier's looking for a fight. Arman was the number 1 contender. So we can make a nice little tournament at 155. I might make a video on that. 155 tournament. I made a bantamweight tournament a couple videos ago, picking who Sean O'Malley and everyone in the top 5 should fight. So I might do that with the 155 division, now that it's getting spicy. So the next 2 pay-per-views are fire right here. Look, 313, Pereira versus Ankalaev. Gaethje versus Hooker. Jalen Turner's on the card. Bobby Green. But 314, it kicks it up a notch. It kicks it up a notch. Volk Lopes. Chandler versus Pimblett. Rodriguez versus Pitbull. Jeff Neal's on the card. Dominic Reyes. Nikita Krylov. Dan Ige. Sean Woodson. Chase Hooper. Jim Miller. Wow. And then we have the Canada card. Oh, shit. We got Muhammad, JDM, Shevchenko, Gilbert Burns fighting Michael Morales, Alexa Grasso. So, it's a little bit of a notch down. But UFC 313, UFC 314 especially are crazy good. UFC 313 is not too far off from 314. But 314 is a little better than 313, just a little bit. All right, before I go, if Ilia does move up and Islam beats him, are we going to say he beat a featherweight again? Or are we going to say Islam Makhachev beat a killer? He beat a beast. He beat El Matador. Are we going to say that? Or are we going to say, of course he won. He's the bigger guy. If we're going to say that, I don't want to see it. But if everyone thinks Topuria is a killer and can truly beat Islam, let's see it. Bring it on. Me, I'm not sure. A lot of people are saying Ilia Topuria doesn't look too big. What would you rather see? Islam Makhachev fight at 170 and get a second belt? Or do you think Ilia Topuria should have a chance to get a second belt before Makhachev? I look at it like this. Ilia Topuria just defended his belt once. Islam Makhachev has the record title defenses at 155 pounds. So, if anything, I'm giving Islam a chance to move up before I'd give Ilia a chance. It's only right. Like I said, Islam sounds like Belal's scared of you or something. I don't know why he thinks you guys are so buddy-buddy. I don't think you guys are. I said it before. I keep saying it. I want to see Islam versus Belal more than Islam versus Topuria. Let me know if you think the same. I'm out.